Hello. This is just a silly little recording I'm going to do showing off some new oh, I'm off the screen. This is me on the phone. Haha. I'm on this little silly Segway looking kind of wheel thing. And I can enter in here and turn around, see me there. So in the new Unreality3D Gym, U3D-Gym at Unreality3D /space dolphin blah blah blah. You can I'll link it in the comments or description. Sorry, the video description. I have 3 new feature examples. It's the same, no, four new feature examples. It's the same feature, but let's see. So I double tap to get off it, and then so this says well, you can't see it because you're not close to it, but on my screen, there's a world space billboard that describes what to do. It says press R key or right grip once to become the ball, and then again to revert. So I can, in mobile, double click, and now I'm the ball. I have become the ball. This was inspired by my sweetheart adjective beaver wanting to be able to like become maybe critters. We have favorite asset packs made by a developer we love that we've bought their ultimate pack of quirky pets, or no, not quirky pets, sorry, quirky animals, quirky critters. Darn it, I'm also going to link that in the description. And so my sweetheart adjective beaver was wanting to be able to transform into a quirky pet, maybe, or a quirky animal, quirky critter. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember. So you double click to get to exit a steerable. That's what these are, all using the new Unreality3D U3D steerable component, and it has different configurations available. This one that I started out with is allows you to steer with a standing avatar idle. So you could do like skateboards. You can even like jump with this. It's the feet get disconnected. This is not meant to be like everybody's jam. So then I can dismount, and this one, this one, you can drive the ball by sitting on it. So, and the funny thing is the first thought I had when I saw this was like, oh, I should totally make this a toilet because that would be hilarious. Okay, anyway, so this is just I'm showing off that this is working in multiplayer. These are all me. This character, Sunny Badger 10, is me not logged in, so I get a nice random name that's from a carefully curated safe list. It's just an animal that doesn't have other connotations, name, and a number that also excludes ones that have questionable or maybe problematic associations. And then the rest of it is me. I am logged in on my desktop, so I'm Space Dolphin. And you can do this too. So that was 3. Here's the 4th one. And if you are in first person mode, you'll just sit when you interact. Sit and having a nice little chat with NPC skip right here. But if you zoom out, you can see, and yes, you can spin around, whoops, on your seat. Oops, I accidentally clicked on the URL. Now, anyway, if you right click, you can orbit. This is just a facet of how I've made everything on this platform so close to each other. So, and it looks like I could probably move them a little bit apart. But anyway, then you just move to dismount the seat. I don't know, it's a little weird thinking about the terminology. And everything else is still working. Here's my score counter. Oh, look at that. That's not working. Isn't that funny that it just, when I said it, everything is working, apparently the scoreboard is not networked. And I didn't know that until just now. So you're finding out with me. Woohoo! That too. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, I've got a lot of stuff to add to my to-dos now but at least platform or whatever, you could make this. This is working in my playground scene as a hot air balloon ride that only goes to 2 points. The next thing I'm going to do is make it steerable. That was the whole point. But this is just a static ride. So this, if you want to make a point to point, and you can add as many waypoints to the system as you want. I have it going left, right, up, down, infinitely, but you could make it tour a whole bunch of, like sky islands or something. I don't know. Go wild. I want to see what people think of with that. And then, so that's, if you want that, that's writable. U3D writable. Well, you don't need to learn like their names. It's all in the creator dashboard. In fact, I think I can escape, show you in the creator dashboard under project tools, which by the way is up here, U3D creator dashboard. Click on that. It opens this panel. You can resize it. There are, let's see, we're automatically in the interactions panel, and you can type it in like steer, make steerable, ride, make rideable, seat. This is the new one. You can select an object and add a seat child object to it. And let's see, this is the demo scene that comes with every template download. It's free. And it's just showing off all of these features. So it adds this seat child object. That's a networked child seat object. And you can give it an offset for when you stand up, how far forward you will wind up. That way you're not like standing up right in the center of a chair, but keeping it simple. Where was I? Boop. Boop. Oh, and sometimes if you leave and come back, you get some lag. I can reload the page. You can see how quick it loads. Voila. And I get this enter VR button here because I have manually installed this extension for testing, Chrome extension. if you're on desktop and you don't have that installed, you won't see this enter VR button, and it's really pointless here. But when you're in a headset, when you go to the browser in the headset, you can browse to unreality3d.com and view all of these experiences in VR. And let me see, who am I here now? Who am I now? Oh, I can't see my own tag. So, oh wow. Oh wow. Well, that's what was happening. That's fun. So you see all these cubes here? These are what was being spit out when I was looking here and not getting anything to happen. Oh, look. Wait. Okay. So that's an issue with, oh, that's a cool, fun problem. Anyhow. So many fun things to explore here. You're swimming as soon as you enter this. Whoop, and you go back to standing when you exit. And this is climbable. And the animator just works with it out of the box. You can swap in your own animations. You can swap in your own avatar. Had people asking about that. And since my state authority is not on this, I'm not sure how these will work. But so this is an example of the collectible and inventory system that I haven't shown off yet. What you saw there was the event running an animation that I set up whenever the player interacts with either of these two. So it's showing that I'm collecting coins and balls, and now they're in my inventory slots, which are invisible. You could wire them up to a UI and visual, but I'm not trying to build a whole game for you. I'm trying to give you all the building blocks so you can build your own whatever, whether it's a game or just a fun exploration experience with interactivity. But so these items are now wired to the inventory slots, keyboard keys in the alphabet, in the left side, 1 through 0 in a US keyboard system layout. Sorry. So, and it's based on what you pick up first, kind of like a regular inventory, like the first thing goes in the first slot. So I picked up balls first. So if I press 1, I have a kickable ball and it just goes where I put it. And if they go into the destroy, boop, they disappear. Boop, boop. If I, this gets a little funny. If I throw them into the respawn box, they respawn where they started in the scene. That's working pretty much as intended. And if you press 2, because that's the second thing I picked up, you get access to all the coins that you've picked up. And these coins I set up as throwables. So when I press the number 2 or the key, the inventory slot associated with it once, it brings it to hand, it grabs it, and then the second throws it. Whoa, okay. I don't know what that was weird. And these objects are still interactable when they're here in the scene. You can throw them into the destroy box and they will get destroyed. Boing. Right when they get in there. But it's hard to see because I'm in the way. And if you throw them into the respawn box, I don't know, some weird stuff happens. And this is not, like, unlike the origin issue with the spawner that I have to fix because it's not working right on networked objects. It's supposed to spawn it right here. And if you're the first person who got here and you are pushing it, you will see all those cubes spawn out of there. And there's a red one set to spawn like 2% of the time. So there's a rarity setting in the component that you can use, but these are all still physics enabled. So if you press their interact key, which in the default is R, you can bring them to hand and throw them, or if it's and those, I guess I stacked a few, then you can just kick them. Oh boy. And then the ones in my inventory, if I have any still, are still there. I guess I'm out of coins. That's fine. I can just go get more. And these components have a setting on them where you can put a max, which I highly recommend, because your users could wind up, crash on their system or something if you don't. And I don't know about crashing the whole system, but they could probably crash the page. And let's see, I'm gonna get rid of that by tapping R. And I want to show you this too. This is a droppable, like it's grabbable with a throwable component that has a toggle for whether to drop on release. So this one just goes straight down when you release it. And this is a trigger zone. So there's a invisible, ooh, that's not working. Well, I guess that's another multiplayer. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to go off after I publish this, look at the transcript and start writing to-dos. Anyway, if you come and play in the gym by yourself and you're the first person to get here, just this small little, set of requirements for it to work properly. That's not how it's intended. But this is development. You just work. You find bugs as you play. That's why I like it. This will turn green when the person who has state authority walks into it. But when you and that will in turn open this door. But if you step off of it, because it's a trigger zone, when the zone is cleared, the door's shut animation plays. So you have to figure out, this is kind of a Zelda puzzle like setup. You have to figure out that you need to leave something in the zone to keep the door open. And it would be much easier to show you if it was working correctly. It turns green. I've got events for everything so that you can switch material colors or make an animation, a sound, a particle effect, play an animation, anything that Unity lets you do. This lets you do too. Oh, these are not. Okay, these aren't interactive, but oh no, my coin, I can't get it. Well, we got some more networking stuff to do. So I'm going to wrap this up here, but I hope you will check it out and enjoy playing with all this foolishness that I put together. Bye.